Happy New Year, everyone. And for this New Year's special, we are going to make a Blue Diamond cocktail. Welcome to Thirsty Thursday. I'm Mark. This is the Average Me channel. And I know it's not New Year's Eve, but this is as close as we're going to get. And I think I'll have to take off my celebratory hat because it's probably going right out of the screen, I would imagine. So today we are going to make a cocktail that utilizes bubbly champagne. But I didn't want to just make a simple champagne cocktail. So I wanted to find something that actually had a little bit of mixology to it. And this is going to be a really weird one because quite frankly, I found this online and it is called the Blue Diamond, not to be confused with famed actor Blue Diamond Phillips. So let's talk about what it uses and why I think this is a little weird. So first of all, we are going to use creme de violet. I don't know if it's violet, creme de violet, let's call it that. And what's really weird about this is it's not a cream drink, although it's called creme de violet. The next thing we're going to use is a little bit of blue curacao. We're going to use gin, and we are going to use champagne. So, we're also going to use a fresh lemon. So what's weird about this, besides the fact we're using creme de violet and it's not a cream, is this cocktail is, the instructions say to stir it, which strikes me as being odd. Because typically, if you're going to use a citrus, you typically shake that. And a stir drink is usually for something that's going to be really clear because shaking maintains clarity. And the stirring maintains clarity and shaking typically adds bubbles. So you get a little cloudier drink. But we're using citrus in this. So there's just a lot of weird things about this cocktail. But we're going to give it a try anyway and see how it works. And I'm going to follow the instructions. As I said, I did find this online. So the first thing, you know what I got to do? I have to get ice cubes. Now you might be asking yourself, why didn't I just stop, get the ice cubes and start over? Because I'm lazy. If I went through that entire introduction, I'm not starting all over again. So we have our shaker with ice cubes. At least I'm honest about being lazy. All right, and I wrote everything down here. So I just want to get the lemon out of the way, and it uses only a 1/4 ounce, which is hardly anything. But I know why the ingredients in this are going to be sparse because we're adding quite a bit of the champagne. So we're only going to use a 1/4 ounce. It's going to be almost nothing. So let's get that in here. 1/4 ounce right there. That's all it is. That is the entire 1/4 ounce. It isn't much, is it? We'll add that, and then I can just push this out of the way right next to our gingerbread house. All right, what's next? We are going to add a 1/4 ounce of blue curacao. That's not much either. So 1/4 ounce. And I wonder if this isn't just to add the blue in the Blue Diamond. But now we have 2 citrus flavors in here, right? We've got blue curacao, which is typically an orange, and then we have our lemon. Next up, we have 3/4 ounces gin. Like I said, really sparse in the liquors here. So let's get this center screen. That's the main thing, right? So 3/4 ounce of gin. It's a little heavy pour, but that's all right. And then our creme de violet, and that is 3/4 ounce as well. I love corks. And this has a little bit of blue, but not much. It's actually a purple, a violet flavor or color. So there we go. Now, what we're going to do is top it with the champagne. And this is the weirdest champagne cork I've ever seen. It's just a big blob of plastic. So I think there's a cork in there, but we're going to stir this first. And what does stirring do? Well, it does two things. When I was pouring that, all the ice melted together. It does two things. Number one, it's going to mix the cocktail, of course, but it's also going to chill the cocktail. And in shaking, it chills a lot more quickly. In stirring, it doesn't chill quite as quickly, but it also doesn't dilute as much as it shakes. So there's a give and take. There is a reason for doing each of them. Typically tropical cocktails, they have a lot of citrus in it, and you want to shake them because you want to have a little bit of diluting taking place. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and strain that into our champagne glass. And that is not much. The reason being that we're going to finish it off with the champagne. So I don't know if this is, maybe this is just a screw off. No, it's a little cork in there, right? Ah, I see. It was one of the plastic corks, so it screws to release it. All right. So let's add, you top it off. They say 3 ounces, give or take. And it is a beautiful looking cocktail. Well, let's give it a taste. Very, very weird. I guess if you just want the bubbly and you want to have, you know, something that looks a little different. You probably can't see it on here, but I am seeing the bubbles. Now, if we wanted to add a little sugar to this, you could really get the bubbles to increase, so that might not be a bad idea. Matter of fact, let's give it a try. I'll be right back. Okay, I don't think that the color matters much because it's going to get lost in the blue cocktail, but I'm going to use a little bit of gold sprinkles here. Just a little bit is going to cause, you probably can't see it on camera, but it's going to cause that bubbling. And you can't really see it. It lands on the bottom, but a little bit that's coming to the top and it's dancing around a little bit. That's kind of cute. Well, give it a try. What does it taste like? Well, we're of course getting the citrus. I'm getting the lemon. I'm getting the orange from the blue curacao. I'm getting a lot of the violet, a lot more than I anticipated since we just put that little bit in. So you're not going to like this comparison, but it tastes like a blue Mr. Freeze. And I'm not joking. That's what this tastes like. So let me get my New Year's hat, and we're going to toast to the new year, 2023. Next time I see you, it will be 2023. So I hope you had a great 2022. If you didn't, well, we can kiss it goodbye and welcome in the new year, 2023. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next year.